Welcome back to the G3 Board, and today we're going to be reviewing and talking about Horrified, A World of Monsters, or as I call it, the Horrified, A World of Hurt. Because I don't know how many times I've played this game, but I've never come close to winning it, at least with the two starter monsters. I haven't gotten past the two starter monsters yet.
Jeez.
I kind of think that the two monsters that it starts you with is not the best combo, because there's many times where both monsters are hitting. Other versions of Horrified that we've played and other versions of Horrified that are out there, it seems like it's more common for one monster to be attacking. In this game, it is very much so more common that both monsters are attacking, or one monster is attacking twice.
Well, I'm going to do a word on components here because I always like to.
Okay, let me just...
No. You had your chance.
Okay. I was going to brief them on the game itself.
Oh, go ahead.
Horrified, it's just like any other Horrified, except these are with world monsters. There's the Sphinx, there's Cthulhu, there's a Yeti, and there's a
Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Shin something.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Lopan.
What?
Indeed.
Lopan.
Jackie Chan.
No, Lopan.
Lopan.
You ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh, yeah.
It's the greatest movie ever. Well, it's a terrible movie in some kind of great way.
Jane Shi
Right.
is the other one. So, yeah.
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings?
He looked tough.
Yeah, looked like a tiger. So you have to, just like every other Horrified, you have to move around, collect items, use those items to defeat these monsters. Each one has a specific way you need to defeat them. Yeti, you need to guide the 3 baby Yetis to the lair.
Which we did successfully.
Yes, and then spend some items to calm the Yeti. And the Sphinx, you have to put down item tiles and have their numbers match up in like a Sudoku type puzzle, and then you've solved the riddle of the Sphinx. And then you have to find the Sphinx and hit it with 6 item points.
We did the benevolent mission. We completed that one. We saved the babies.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the third Horrified we've done for the channel. We did the original Horrified. We did Horrified, the Greek one.
Yeah.
And then we did this one. And I actually have American monsters at home. And I know they just released like a Horrified Dungeons and Dragons monsters. It's got like a big beholder on it. It looked pretty cool. I understand it's like crazy priced. Where you can get it. A word on components real quick. The components got standees here. They're good enough. The miniatures are actually, they're pretty well crafted. If you're into painting, you could probably make something nice about those, but they're fairly nicely detailed. I actually do have a problem with the dice in this one now.
Yeah.
First of all, the dice don't like me. There's 2 blanks on them, but it looks like somebody spilled something on them. I know what they're going for here, but it looks like someone dropped them in some caramel.
I was going to say, it does look like caramel.
Yeah. Or it's like, the dice are rotting, sort of, starting to spoil.
I guess. Yeah. They just kind of look weird to me. Every time I pick them up, I was kind of like, it's kind of weird. The cardboard pieces are good enough. I would say they're passable. The cards, though, I would actually sleeve these just because I think the card stock is not that top notch.
Oh yeah,
and so I'd sleeve these for sure, especially the monster deck. You go through a lot, and then the monster cards themselves, they're good enough. They don't get a lot of play, but they also seem a little bit thin to me. But then again,
character cards are nice and thick.
Oh yeah, these are.
That's a nice thick cardboard. That was at some point that was a punchy for sure. Yeah. But the monster things. Hey. The monster cards they're not bad. They don't get a lot of action, so they're good enough. That's the thing with Horrified games. All the stuff is always the same, and that's of course what Ravensburg is doing. They're just reskinning it and churning out the same game, and it's fun. They change up the monsters enough to make them interesting. Yeah. But the stuff, you just know what you're getting, so you know how to take care of it. I'm not trying to knock it anyway. Just you need to take some measures to make sure your game stays nice.
Yeah, and just like every other Horrified game, you have to play it for a while before you memorize where all the places are.
Yeah.
Because the drawings isn't a perfect match to like the word, so it's kind of hard. Oh, that's obviously Mary's Mill. It's because it's not.
Right.
No,
no, it's okay. I figured out I need to use my glasses now when we play these games because I can't read these cards. A couple times I'm like, there is no Morgan here, and they're like, it's right here.
Every time you had to look.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which only really turned out to be a couple of times. So.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if I'm hanging out with you guys, I do have a good time, and I enjoy the games that we play. But this one, the last Horrified game I played too, we got our keister stomped. So to me, it seems like it's if they're beginning enemies, that it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too difficult, but maybe it's just if you've gone out and bought this version, you've played the other versions already, so maybe you have a little bit more experience with it. But as a beginner, just playing it, I can see people getting a little dismayed with it, because if they're just constantly getting their butts kicked,
Right.
they're like, what did I buy this game for?
Yeah, especially with the starting monster. I think that possibly just looking at some of the symbols on here, that if you started with Jang Shi and one of these two, either the Yeti or the Sphinx, as you're starting, I think you might be better off. But I don't know.
There were a couple monster cards that we drew that we didn't have to do anything with.
That's true.
The problem really became with when the text of the cards, like, okay, this guy runs 3 spaces and then attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to do the monster attack on the bottom. Well, guess what? This board is not that big. And
Yeah,
so if I'm way down here and he's way up there, well, look, 1, 2, 3. Now he's down there.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have these monsters covering through the note, through the event, covering a lot of space and doing a lot of damage. And there was one point where I had 5 items, and they killed me. Because I rolled 3 hits. There goes 3 items. I rolled 3 hits again. I'm like, well, I guess I'll save my items instead and just take the death.
Yeah.
But when you have 5 items, you probably shouldn't die. Now, it's a bad roll, but again, you got 4 hits and 2 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's a special move from the monster on there, but let's face it, that's
always
a hit.
Oh, yeah. That's even
So
worse.
5
hit,
out of 6 on every dice roll.
Well, 4.
4.
There are 2 blanks.
Okay.
They're in positions 1 and 6.
Got it.
So there are 2 blanks, but, heck if I could find them. So.
I still think there's some type of fast travel between the South Station and the North Station. Because there's a artwork for train tracks that go all the way to each one, and they're stations. They're train stations.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, from my experience with the first Horrified game, I'm thinking specifically of Swamp Monster, Creature from the Black Lagoon, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at these cards, and on the Yeti, you got to move the babies to the thing. Well, we had the cave right in the center of where they were. It was no big deal. Now, if the cave was out there, it might have been a bigger issue. Sphinx only took 6 things. I'm thinking of the card for the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and it was like a boat trip you had to take. It had a lot of different spaces on it that you had to play and go through.
Yeah.
That one to me was a longer experience to get through the monster. And yet, I managed to do that many times. These are shorter, and we got smoked.
Yeah, and I think these hit harder. And like I've noticed in this one, it just seems like in previous versions, it's a lot of times you're getting hit by one monster or the other. In this one, we're always getting hit, or most of the time getting hit by both monsters or one monster twice, and they do hit pretty hard.
And the key in these games is always to take one off the board.
Right.
That way, most of the stuff becomes. More of the stuff becomes a miss. More of the stuff becomes do nothing.
Yes.
Taking one down makes the other easier. And
Although
of course, you can corral it a little bit easier and whatnot. But
we had a hard time of, our goal. We had everything locked down. What we were going to do, and everything got messed up.
Well, we had a plan going in, and it's a wonderful phrase. Everyone has a plan until the first gunshots, or until the first shots are fired. Our plan. We had a guy die on the first turn.
Yeah, and I was supposed to be, I was supposed to reveal both those layers down there, and then so I'm gone, and then you guys are bumping into each other, revealing layers.
We were doing okay, but it's just rough. I like the horror. Oh, go ahead, Bob. Bob's got something to say about that card in specific.
James and Betty, it says start at the South Station, and in the notes it says the safest way to traverse town is aboard the night train.
That's flavor text. It's flavor text.
Look in the
book. There's no train. You see tracks. Do you see a train?
I see.
You see tracks.
I see
you
tracks.
See a train?
I see train.
No train. No train. Would you like to go on the boat that goes through the dimensional portal? You would not.
Sure. Couldn't be any worse than what just happened to us.
It might be. I don't know.
This also, the Steamworks kind of reminds me of that stupid big spider from
Wild
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 Wild West.
Oh yeah, it does.
This thing's about to attack Will Smith or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I do like the Horrified series. I think the games are fun. They can be short. I would say it's about a mid-range game for length.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the games. But this one might not be for you to start out with. The original Horrified, a little bit easier on you.
Seems like it.
Maybe this one's better for 4 players.
I don't know. Then you're going through 4
yeah,
cards.
then you get 4
Yeah,
bad
that's
stuff
true.
cards.
Maybe it's
every
better
time.
for 2 players.
You know, you can play up to 5 in this, but then you're cooking cards, and you want to talk about a body count.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and at that point, it's like every round you could get up to 3 marks on the, what do we call that?
Barometer.
The horizon.
Barometer.
Guess what it measures? How many times you die.
Or other people die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do enjoy this series. They're good. Now I'm going to have to find the D&D one. I almost said DVD. I'm going to have to get the DVD.
The D&D one. I just hope that it's not as hard as this one. I mean, I just want to keep playing this game to get a win.
Just say that you won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's tough.
So what do you think? This is you're kind of new to these ones. Too hard?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too hard
I think this one
as
you
a
need.
starter. I think if you had a lot more experience playing the other ones, then
But-
you guys have had more experience playing the Horrified games.
Mm-hmm.
I've only played the one before on the channel.
Ah,
I
okay.
think we maybe played it once on our gaming weekend as well, but I don't remember us having any success. I tend to forget when we lose. I don't remember when we. I do remember when we win.
Starting to think that Bob might be the problem.
I mean, I remember winning some kind of Horrified many times,
Yeah, the first one.
just not this one. And even Greek Monster, we won that one, didn't we?
I don't
Not on the
remember.
playthrough, I think.
I think I played through we lost.
On the video
Oh, okay.
playthrough.
Now I'm going to have to go back.
It just seems like this one you need some kind of luck to win. You're not going to strategize your way to victory on this one. You're going to need to get some really lucky
Need a helping
rolls
hand.
and- yeah.
And maybe dice that aren't covered in caramel. Or spit.
Gross.
All right. Well, if you play the Horrified series, if you like these games, go ahead and comment on the bottom. Hit like, hit subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Also, if you'd like to donate the D&D version to us, we appreciate that too. Until next time.
See ya.